All right. Take it away, Ernie.
All right. So you got the little box in front of your screen right now. It says, we're recording this meeting. Please click OK. And welcome to student orientation for the 2021-22 academic year. My name is Ernie Silvers. I am your MBA director. I'm so happy you're here. It's good to see faces again after being sequestered all summer long without students. I just feel like a kid at camp. So I'm very, very happy you're here. Please do participate at any level that you're comfortable with during this presentation. This is for you. We do this for you, and we want you to be involved to the extent that you wish. I'm also going to encourage you to take notes. Please take notes. There's a lot of information. You can always come back. You can always ask. You can always watch the recording. But we want to make sure that you catch as much as you can, and especially know where to come back and who to ask questions to if ever you need some help with that. So let me have the next slide. Would you please? There it is. So here's our agenda for today. We have the welcome, which you're getting right now, introductions to the MBA online and stateside team. There are both entities here today. We'll go through policies and procedures, program engagement, online versus on-campus breakout room, where you get to ask specific questions to your program. And then a general Q&A at the end. And again, at any time, if you have a question, either drop a line in the chat. I know Kirsten's watching the chat, or we're all watching the chat, or unmute yourself and raise a hand or do whatever you have to do. Don't be shy, please, because we're not. So let's go to the next slide, please. Introducing the MBA team. Again, Ernie Silvers, I am your director. Here's something that I have to do. Apparently, I haven't been doing it well enough. I need to make sure that you understand that I am accessible to you as your director. Some people don't think that they're allowed to talk to me, and that's completely untrue. Please understand that any one of the MBA staff, be you stateside or online, all of the staff members, team members are available to you. Please don't hesitate to reach out. I'll let the staffers introduce themselves, starting with DeLauren West, your program advisor. DeLauren?
Hi, I'm DeLauren West. I am your program advisor. You will be hearing from me frequently and often as you go through the program. If you ever have any concerns or questions, please feel free to email me or to contact me by phone. Email is usually the preferred method, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you.
Awesome. Kirsten Hansen.
I let you into the program, so I'm excited about that. So I am also in charge of all of our student engagement, student living, student services, programs that we offer supplementally, engagement with the university on any level. So if you have questions about university services, if you have questions about getting engaged or outside opportunities, please send me an email. I am more than happy to help you with any of that. We really want to make sure that you're networking and getting connected as possible.
Absolutely. And down on the lower left of your screen, you see Melissa Farley. She would be your graduate mentor, and Pamela Abel, who is the best resume writer at Jack Brown College and probably Cal State San Bernardino. So she is at your disposal through your program. If you need a resume, and in part of your classes, you will be addressing a resume. That's who you need to make an appointment with, Dr. Pamela Abel. I'll switch it over now to Ms. Rose Wilson, program director for the online side. Rose?
Hi, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. It's not afternoon anymore. It's a pleasure to meet you all. Rose Wilson, I work for the College of Extended and Global Education. As Ernie mentioned, I'm the director of academic programs, so I work very closely with Ashley and Mariana, as well as Ernie and the rest of the team. So it is a pleasure to meet you all, and welcome to CSUSB.
Awesome. And then we have Ashley. Ashley, tell the folks what you do on the online side.
Everybody, I am your MBA online student advisor. I'm basically your field trip buddy throughout your educational journey. So if you have any questions or concerns about the policy, or you just don't know where to go, I am your contact. And I probably was the one bugging you about your application and getting all your documents in as well. So if you have any questions about finishing that out, turning in anything else, feel free to reach out to me.
Absolutely. Mariana, tell the folks what you do.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Congratulations. Welcome to the MBA Online or MBA program. I am a program specialist. I will be working with online students. So anyone who's in the online MBA program, I'm your go-to person. If you need a change, add classes, you have any questions, if you need to pay your tuition, I'm your go-to person. So yeah, it's nice meeting you all virtually, and I'm sure we've been in contact or will be at one point or another. So welcome.
Yeah, and that is your MBA staff. So BU stateside or BU online. Another reminder, the staff is here to assist you and help you in any questions that you have. We like to kill lizards before they become dragons, so don't wait. Don't think you can't approach staff. If you think it's a problem, it's a problem. We want to help. Please do not hesitate to ask a question or reach out. Any of us, all of us can help you depending on the program you're in. Okay, next slide, please. All right. As you know, we have this little COVID-19 situation going on. All of the information that you will need is located on the website you see here, the COVID-19 CSUSB website. But please let me assure you that Cal State San Bernardino is doing everything it possibly can to make certain that we repopulate the campus safely. We are having face-to-face classes for those of you who are on stateside program. You will be masking up in classroom. We are scheduled to attend class face-to-face starting this Saturday or next Monday, depending on when you begin classes. But it will be stateside or will be face-to-face. You will need to wear a mask. We do have on-campus testing and on-campus vaccines should you need that assistance. And again, please let me encourage you that the campus is doing everything it possibly can to ensure that we repopulate safely. So hopefully that any questions, comments, or concerns that you have, I'm going to direct you either to us, MBA office, or to the website for those questions. Okay, next slide, please. And I'm going to turn this over here in a quick second to your coordinator, DeLauren West. He's going to talk about the 1 degree with 3 options. We have the traditional, the executive, and the online. We are one family. That's what we like to say, 1 degree with 3 options. So DeLauren West, take it away, please.
Thanks, Ernie. So as Ernie said, we are 1 degree, 3 options. So all of you will fit into one of these programs. The traditional and executive are on campus, and the online program is completely online. Depending on what your concentration is for the traditional program, your total units that you will need to complete in the program is between 36 and 42, and you will have between 12 and 14 courses. Only one of our concentrations has 14 courses, and that is the cybersecurity concentration. All of our other concentrations include 12 courses. The executive program and the online program have identical program plans. So you will take 30 units total for each program, and you will have 10 courses to complete for each of those programs. Again, the executive program is on campus, and then the online, which is also sometimes referred to as the online executive program, is going to be fully online. This is your program plan. So everyone that is present at this orientation should have received one of these from me. If you have not, please reach out, contact me. We'll have my contact information towards the end of the presentation, and you can reach out and ask me, and I'll provide you with your program plan. Each one is customized to the program that you are in. This particular one that you see in front of you is for management. So you'll notice the format, and the format is the same for all of our programs. It starts with your foundation courses, and then you have your essential courses, your accumulating courses, which you will take at the end of the program. And then depending on your program, you will either have a focus area with the courses that are listed there that are required for your particular concentration, or if you are in the executive or the online program, you do not have a concentration. Instead of a concentration and additional focus courses, you will take one elective course that you will get to choose from the list of our focus area courses that we offer in the program. Next slide, please. These are the MBA boot camps. So these are really important that you complete these. We recommend completing these early in your program. And our actual recommendation is that you complete the boot camp that corresponds with the essential course. So you'd want to take that right before you take that particular essential course. There's a total of 6 boot camps, 1 for each of the essential courses, except for our Management 6850 that is grouped in with our other management, the Management 6010 course. So once you complete all 6 of these, we will note that on your program plan as that requirement has been completed. As you see on the slide, it takes about 10 to 20 hours of work to complete. Some of the modules do have assessments and will require you to get a percentage of about 80% or better to complete the module. Others are just view only. They'll have material that you'll read. There's videos for you to watch. And so I monitor your progress in the boot camps and send you reminders if I notice that those aren't being done. So you'll want to make sure that you complete the boot camps. The absolute deadline to have those completed is the last semester of your program. So real important for you to make sure to get those done. This is what we call our advancement to candidacy. So one of the things I do as your advisor is I will send you a quarterly, I'm sorry, we're on semesters now. I'll send you a semester update at the end of every semester that will include an updated program plan with the grades that you received for the previous semester, as well as any action items that you need to complete. One of those items, when you've completed between 16 and 20 units and your program plan is finalized, is an advancement to candidacy. So what I will do is I will send you a copy of your program plan. You will review it, sign it, and then send it back to me. And that will go over to the records office. Once you are ready to be what we call file your graduation check, which means you indicate to the campus the term you plan to graduate in, they will compare your program plan they have on file with your transcript before confirming your degree. So that is something that I will put in your action item when it is time for you to complete. You don't have to worry about it. I worry about that for you. These are the forms that we offer at the campus in our particular program. A lot of these you probably won't use during the course of your program. But if you ever need to use one, I will keep an eye out and I will notify you about the form and provide you with the form to fill out. A lot of the forms, since the campus has been virtual for the past year, are available virtually and through what we call our Adobe Sign, meaning you don't have to do any paperwork. You log in through your My Coyote, you sign the document, it comes to me, I will review it, sign it, and then send it off where it needs to go. So it's a paperless system, which is really efficient and really nice for both the student and for myself. Some of the more important forms that you may want to be aware of are the leave of absence form. So we do allow you to take a leave of absence from the program. You can take up to 6 consecutive semesters off from the program, and there's no limit to how many you can take over the course of the program. This will allow you to take a break for a semester or for a longer period of time and maintain your status in the program. So we do provide those to you. If you need one, please let us know and I'll provide you with the form to fill out. Some other important things are repeat of course or discounted grade. As a graduate student, you do have one repeat of course that you're able to take over the course of your program. And generally speaking, that would happen if you receive a C- or lower. Students in the graduate program are required to maintain a B average, which is a 3.0, and to receive a grade of a C or better in all their coursework, except for your admin 60/20 class. That is the only class we have in the program that you must have a B or better to apply it to your program. So please keep that in mind. A lot of you are taking the admin 60/20 in your first semester. So that's something to keep in mind, that you need a B or better in the admin 60/20 course. If you happen to have a bad quarter and you get a C- or a D or an F, you are allowed to repeat that course for one time and fill out a discounted grade. What that will do is the original grade will still appear on your transcript. However, by filing the discounted grade, the first attempt where you received the poor grade will be discounted from affecting your GPA, and we will count your second attempt towards your program and towards your CSUSB cumulative GPA. Let's see. Kirsten, are there any other forms that you think are important that we should go over?
No, I think you covered pretty much everything. If there's anything like over enrollment or anything like that, come see us first, because typically all we need is an instructor email, things like that. Basically, the whole point of showing you all of these things is that there is a form or a waiver for pretty much any situation. So it's happened before. So come talk to us if you feel like you need assistance, or if you are curious about doing something, or if something has to happen, right? Because we want to make sure that we get you graduated when you need to graduate, and we do it in the right way, so that we're not having to backtrack and fix issues that were non-issues, basically.
Yeah. I think what we need to keep in mind, folks, is that life happens, and that's okay. You can't control that, but you can control how you communicate with your instructors and with your MBA office and staff. And too many times students encounter special situations that we don't know about until after they're in trouble. And it's okay to reach out and say, hey, I got to take a break. I got this situation. What do I do? It's much helpful to us and easier for you if you ask in advance. So please, please, please communicate with your staff.
Yep. Ready?
Yeah.
All right, so now it's my turn. I get to talk about the fun stuff. So I've made sure that we work really hard to include our online and on-campus students together, because you're all MBAs, you're all getting those opportunities. And so I want to give you chances to have all that fun stuff together and build your network, because that's what's really important in business, right? It's all about who you know, not necessarily what you know. So it is important to know some things. So some of the things that we do are orientation. We have advising with DeLorean every semester. We have our MBA Passport program. We have our MBA Alumni Speaker Series. We have Student Ambassadors. We do a service team every year. We do a Coyote Network, which is a great way to get hooked up with previous CSUSB alumni or current students and things like that, share information, all of that stuff. It's just, there's so much stuff that the university has to offer. If you are ever curious about anything, if you ever want to get engaged in anything, please let us know. I did mention most of these things to you guys during your application interview. So I've been planting the seeds for a long time now. We're trying to get you involved and engaged as much as possible to really give you that outside of the classroom experience that's going to help cement together all of that information that you're learning. Something that I want to mention is our MBA Passport that has, I've had quite a few of you already email me about different opportunities, and I'm very excited that you're excited about it. So we want to make sure that you keep that momentum going. If there is anything that you think could qualify in there, just ask, right? Because I may say no. I may say nice try, or try again, or I may say, yeah, let's do it. How else can we do that? Can we share this with other students, right? There's all kinds of things that you guys can do that can qualify in this. And basically, if you do 7 qualifying events, a minimum of 7 qualifying events in an academic year, you can get a medal for graduation and then a commendation from the college and the program saying that you went above and beyond and did a leadership development program while getting an MBA. So you could become a double threat, right? This program is open to all students. I will have the PDF available to you that will be coming out on Monday. So that will go to your student email account. We will no longer be communicating to you through your personal email. Everything will come through your student email account. So please, 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 please make sure to check that student email. You will get a lot of things to that student email. It is going to be very important that you pay attention to things from myself, things that come from MBA, things that come from DeLauren, things if you're an online student, things that come from Ashley or Mariana. These are all things that you should look out for, but it will also give you a great opportunity to see different events that could qualify in your passport as well. So please make sure to check that email, keep it cleaned up. That's what your professors are going to use to communicate with you. It's very important to use that email. Okay, so to talk a little bit more about some of our programs, our MBA Student Ambassadors, we do actually have one of them with us today. He is previously a global ambassador in his undergraduate, and he is joining us for his MBA and continuing on in his student ambassador capabilities just in the MBA program. These students are going to be in the classroom with you. They are going to be there representing you to us or us to you, right? Maybe you're not comfortable coming and saying something to us, or maybe you want to have an intermediary, maybe you want to ask a question, go to them, right? They are going to be there to help you. They are peer mentors. They are people that we have vetted and selected to be representative to you. I have a small group this year. I will be doing a call out for spring. So if I have an online student that is interested in participating, please apply. I like to have someone that is representative of every single portion of our student body because we're so diverse. We have so many different programs. We have so many different options. I want to make sure that there's someone there for you to go to that can help relay that information from us or information to us, right? They are an intermediary and they get compensated for it. Not monetarily, with sick swag. So please use them as a resource. That is what they are there for. If you're looking to someone to network with or to get involved with, these are the people that are doing that already. Go to them, talk to them, and we will have updated pictures very soon. And our website should be updated with their pictures right now if you're curious about who is one of them. Additionally, what we had mentioned, our MBA service team is service learning is super important to the university. It's a great way to give back and to really kind of network and meet with other people that are also interested in doing the same kind of service as you, right? And so when we had our first year, we were able to do over $1,000 of volunteer service. Our second year, which happened right at the beginning of COVID, would have been our second year doing our service team. We were still able to do over 500 hours of service. We arranged a toy drive at Christmas and donated over $3,000 worth of toys and blankets to a local charity. So there's lots of different things to do that. We will be hosting an info session for that soon. That information will go out to your student account. So if you're interested in joining our service team and participating at a minimum of 24 hours for the academic year, not a lot, it's definitely a great way to get involved. Additionally, there should be trips that they do. If you join our service team and you are active in it, most times we will pay for you to go on those trips through the university. It could be to Mexico. They had one to Catalina. They were doing one to Peru. We did one to Costa Rica, Louisiana. So they're bringing those back, and we would like you to participate in them and help you do that, right? All right, so next, student services. The university is huge. There are so many things for you guys that you pay for, right? These are not free, even though it's free. You pay for these. We want you to take advantage of them. You pay for them, take advantage of them, right? Anything with an asterisk is not available to online students. If there is something that you feel you would like to take advantage of through those services, please let me know. I will try and work my magic to get them available to you. I know that Rose has been working on that to try and make sure that those services are available to you guys. So we are making sure that they are available to you in as much capacity as we can. So you can have, there's disability services. If you need assistance with anything, let us know. We'll get you started with that. There is a Center for Global Management. That's what you do your study abroads through. Or if you want to get engaged in different international activities or with an international student body, there's a rec center on campus, which I believe is shut back down, unfortunately. So you can't go there, but you can take advantage of the beautiful campus and go running outside in the heat. There are counseling services. There is a Veteran Success Center, which is excellent. And I highly suggest that you take advantage of their services if you are a veteran or have a family member that was a veteran. There is an art museum on campus. There's a career center. We have other graduate career services that are available to you. We have many study abroad programs. There's sporting events. There's a a food bank on campus too. There's so many things. I cannot list them all. Again, please, if you have questions about what is available, please reach out to me. I'm more than happy to make sure that you get involved and get connected. Okay, so some useful apps that you can download to make sure that you are getting all your information in real time, right? There is a CSUSB mobile app. You can do all your COVID stuff through there, your check-in process, schedule an appointment to get a test or anything like that. There's a gym check-in thing. There's stuff for international students. There's a tour app. Obviously, download Zoom, super important. Download Blackboard, though we are going to be transitioning to Canvas. So there's probably going to be a Canvas app that you're going to want to download as well. Making sure that you're staying on top of all of those deadlines and getting all of your work turned in on time. Though we don't typically recommend that you try and do too much work through the apps because it's not as good as doing it on a computer. All right. Ernie, you want to take over the website?
Absolutely. We have just redone the website. It is awesome and amazing, as has the online folks just redone their website in the last 12 months. So please do use the MBA website for any information that you may need. Start there. You can schedule appointments with Kirsten. Can they still use that to schedule appointments with you, Kirsten? Yeah, so on the website, you can still schedule appointments with Kirsten
and DeLauren.
And DeLauren too. And you can schedule one with me, but typically I'll probably cancel that and send it to Kirsten. But let's not talk about that. Also on the MBA website is where you can find my podcast. Down at the very bottom of the homepage is the Silvers Connection podcast, which is available to you. So please use the website, BU Online, BU Stateside Student. Also connect with us on social media, heavy on Facebook. We have a YouTube channel, which is where the podcasts are and where this orientation will be posted. Also heavy into the LinkedIn app, as well as, what's that last one? What's that last app, Kirsten?
Instagram.
Yeah, who uses that? Who uses
the
that?
only one I like.
Who uses that? I don't use that. Anyway, connect with us online, get involved, and stay up to speed with what's going on.
Sorry.
No problem. We're good.
Okay. So, yes, Corinne, our student ambassador, did mention the Coyote Connect. We will be sending information out there to you guys to get engaged and involved in that. It's like LinkedIn for CSUSB, right? And so you can, look for a mentor. You can look, if you're looking to relocate, say for some reason you want to move to Minnesota because you really like the snow, right? You can look and see if there are any CSUSB alumni out there. Connect with them, ask them, hey, is the snow really that bad? Do I want to stay in California, right? Or maybe you look at the job market. Maybe you're looking for alumni who work at a certain company because you want to work at that company. All of that information is listed there. Anyone that is in this network wants to provide those opportunities and those mentoring opportunities to you. You can send emails, you can send meeting requests, you can meet through it. It's a great way to see all that stuff. We have an MBA group where I'm going to post discussions that our student ambassadors are holding about different things, current events or program or a book they read that was really cool or something like that. We put all of our event information up there. There's so much that's going to go on through there. We really want it. It's new. We want to make sure we grow it. So get involved with it. I will additionally send that contact information out to everyone when I send out your PDF of your passport. So thank you, Corinne, for bringing that up. Now we are going to have our breakout session. I know I did ask earlier that everyone list OL if you are an online MBA student at the beginning of there. So I am going to send Ashley, Mariana, and Rose and anyone with that on there over into their room. We will join back together for a general Q&A at the end, and there will be a surprise, so please make sure to stick around. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and open that room. If you are an online student and you did not put that your information was in there, please let me know so that I can assign you to the correct room. You can either unmute yourself or put yourself in the chat. I just want to make sure that everyone gets in. Okay, Rudy, you are an online student. All right. Assigned to online MBA. So bear with me just a moment, everyone. I apologize. Okay. There's no fast and easy way to do all of this. Okay. All right. So I believe that's everyone. Veronica. I think I got her. Veronica. All right. Jonathan Martin. This is super fun. Ernie, why don't you entertain them while I do this?
Sure. Let me go over a couple of things. Reminders of what DeLauren was talking about with regards to grades in your class. Remember, you only need to maintain a 3.0 GPA through your program, overall GPA of 3.0. There is only one course that you will need to get a B to pass, and that is your admin 60/20 course. Sometimes students get confused and say, oh my God, I have to get a B in all my courses. That's not a bad idea, but that's not necessarily true. If you run across any situations where you're freaking out and you're not sure if you're doing okay, first and foremost, talk to your instructor, but never fail to reach out to DeLauren via email. He's a master at answering emails very quickly. And find out, ask somebody how you're doing. So again, make a note, I only need a 3.0 to get through the program and graduate. Now, if you're an honors person, we do have an honors program, and you can acquire honors cords for your graduation. All of you, by the way, BU Online, BU Stateside, I will encourage you to start thinking now about attending commencement when it comes your way. DeLauren, when would these folks be looking to graduate, and what commencement might they be looking at? Can you pull out your crystal ball?
So the majority of students will finish in 2 years if you take 3 classes per semester, and you're looking at between 4 to 5 semesters. If you take summer classes, if you skip the summer, and summer is optional, then you're probably looking at 5 to 6 semesters to get all your classes in, depending on how many you take at a time. So our general course load for the students in the traditional program and the on-campus executive program is 3 classes. Most students take 2 classes their first semester, and then you'll take 3 from then on in the program.
Okay. We do 2 graduations per year. We do one in June at Toyota Arena, Citizens Arena, I think it is, in just Toyota Arena now in Ontario. That's
Toyota now.
Then we
It's
do
Toyota now. Yeah.
Toyota Arena, that's right, in Ontario. Then we do a smaller graduation in December, which will come up at the end of this semester at Casillas Arena on campus. That is amazing and awesome to attend. So please start thinking about it now. You've worked hard to get in. You're going to be working hard to get through it. You deserve to go celebrate and walk. It is an awesome, awesome opportunity. So start thinking about it now. Start planning on it now. Don't wait until you get there. Start thinking about that now. I do want to walk. I want those honor cords maybe. I want to dress up, and I want to have fun because commencement is a big, big deal. I want to go back and reemphasize also that email is going to be a situation you're going to have to deal with. You will get lots of email from CSU email addresses. I'm not going to apologize for that. It's not all from MBA, by the way. A lot of folks will be sending you emails. What happens is you tend to ignore them. I'm going to ask you, please, please, please manage your email and make sure that you don't miss emails from either your courses or MBA office, DeLauren. That's how we communicate, as Kirsten alluded to earlier. So please pay attention. Oftentimes I find students, because I teach as well, students get in trouble because they didn't see the email. That one doesn't really work for master's students. So please find a way to manage your email so that you don't miss anything that's coming your way. What else can we talk about, Kirsten?
We're ready to go.
We
I'm
are?
ready. I did it.
All right. So with that, I think you're going to be teleported through space to a galaxy near you.
So Laura, you want to take over talking about different concentrations and doing 2 concentrations or no concentration?
Yes, I will. One quick note, Kirsten, Ernie did mention the honors program. So before we break back, did you want to?
Yes, I would love to talk about that. Yes.
Okay.
So, to give you a little bit of history, I did my undergrad at CSUSB in HR. I did all the honor stuff. I got all of those recognitions and things like that. Worked really hard, got recognized for it. It was great. I started my MBA program. I said, okay, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to get a 4.0. I'm going to do what honors do I get? What societies do I get to join? Things like that. They said, well, we don't have any of that. And I was unhappy because graduate students work harder. We work harder as graduate students. We have real life going on. We're going to school full time. We're working full time. We have to have a higher GPA than undergrad students in order to get it. So I wanted to make sure that you got that recognition. Also, maybe a little selfishly, I wanted it for myself as well. But you get to benefit from that. So if you maintain a GPA of 3.8 in your MBA program only, meaning you're starting over from your undergrad, right? Starting fresh, 3.8, when you graduate, you get honors cords, you get a certificate, and you get cords for graduation. So it's definitely a very cool thing to shoot for. And it's not super hard. It's on par with most other universities and what their honors programs are going with. We want to make sure that you get that recognition. So keep your grades up, keep working hard. And I go through and I make sure that you get those cords at the end for sure.
Oh, and by the way, as a special bonus, Kirsten will be participating in commencement this December.
I keep getting told I'm going to do it, but I don't know if I am.
Yeah, Kirsten will be participating. So, okay, DeLorean.
Okay, thanks, Kirsten. So these are the concentrations that are available in the MBA program. So all of you that are in the traditional program, you would have selected from this list a concentration to pursue. Some of the questions I get regarding concentrations. Can you change your concentration? Yes, you absolutely can. It's a very simple process. We fill out a form. There's a $6 processing fee, and then we change you over to the new concentration. I will then update your program plan and send you a copy of the new concentration classes that you are required to complete. The other question I receive a lot from students is, can I do 2 concentrations? Yes, you can. So if you are stuck between 2, you really like the program and you like the classes that are offered for 2 concentrations and can't decide between the 2 of them, you can absolutely pursue 2 concentrations. The process is the same. We'll fill out a form. There's a $6 processing fee, and then I will add that second concentration to your first concentration of classes. So for the majority of our concentrations, that would add an additional 3 classes. For the cybersecurity concentration, which is our largest, it has the largest number of classes at 5 specific cybersecurity courses, it would add an additional 5 classes to your program. So that's something to think about when you're looking at the different concentrations and thinking about how long it will take you to get through the program. You want to keep that in mind.
Also, DeLorean, for any of you who might become crazy during your program and think, oh, hey, I'll do 3 concentrations, you will get a personal audience with your director. Just saying.
It has been done before, but we do require you to meet with Ernie first to make sure that you know what you're getting yourself into. So we generally don't recommend more than 2. Okay, so I think that should.
Don't really need more than 2. You only need 1.
Yeah.
Ernie,
all right,
your turn.
let's talk about the academic department. So go ahead and switch. This is Meet Your Department Chairs. This is Dr. Michael Stahl. He's my boss when I'm proffing. He is the director of the School of Entrepreneurship. He's been with the college for, oh my goodness, I think I've heard 19 years Dr. Stahl has been at Cal State. If you find out something different, please let me know for sure. But I've worked with and for Dr. Stahl for my 7 years that I've been at Cal State. I am assigned to the School of Entrepreneurship, teaching small business management as well as entrepreneurship and innovation. He will be in charge of any or all of your entrepreneurship classes. If you have an opportunity to take entrepreneurship with Dr. Stahl, I highly suggest you do that. He is an amazing professor. He is an entrepreneur himself. He's involved with startups. He's involved with angel financing and so forth. So if you get a chance to take a course, please do. If you get a chance to meet him and interact with him, I encourage you to do that also. So Dr. Mike Stahl, Director of School of Entrepreneurship. And let me just, within the college now, entrepreneurship is not a department, it is an actual school. And it's recently become its own separate entity as a school. So it is the only school of entrepreneurship in California and in much of the United States. So it's kind of a big deal. The School of Entrepreneurship is also connected with ICE, which is the Inland Empire Center for Entrepreneurship. So we're all about entrepreneurship here at the Jack Brown College. And if you are an entrepreneurship major, congratulations. And if you're interested in entrepreneurship, you can talk to me or talk to DeLauren. We run an awesome program. All right, next slide, please.
One thing, if you are an entrepreneurship concentration student, I did provide your contact information to Dr. Stoll. He will be reaching out to you, so just keep that in mind.
I forgot to say that, back up just a little bit, Kirsten also interfaces with entrepreneurship. So it is possible that you will be interfacing with her as what you are what is your role? You are the coordinator for entrepreneurship.
Yeah, I handle all of the admissions for the MSEI program. So if you're interested in doing an additional master's degree after you finish your MBA, because you're just not ambitious enough with your MBA,
Yeah.
I can definitely help you with that. But there's a lot of cool stuff that all the academic departments do, catering to your specific concentrations. This is why we want to get you familiar with their faces. And you can come to me and I will get you engaged in whatever activities they are doing that are going to be beneficial to you.
Yep, absolutely. All right. Sorry about that, Dylan. All right. So Dr. Jay Verzanda, he is the department chair for cybersecurity and global supply chain management. Cal State San Bernardino has one of the most popular and notable cyber programs in the United States. If you have an opportunity to be involved with either supply chain or global or the cybersecurity program, that's an amazing program here on campus. And Dr. Verzanda is that department chair. If you have any questions about supply chain or cyber, suggest that you indeed shoot him an email. We can connect you with him, have that conversation if you have any questions. Next, please. And here we are, Dr. Stella Shu. Stella is a newly appointed chair of the management department. And Stella and I taught together when I taught in management. She was a professor like myself. She is now the department chair, and she's an amazing lady. If you have any questions about management at all, Stella, last name pronounced Shu, that's her contact information there, and you'll find her most helpful. She's an amazing lady. Next, please. And then there's Dr. Victoria Seitz. If Dr. Seitz were here, and if we were meeting face-to-face, it's possible that she would be. Marketing. She would tell you everything begins and ends with marketing. And her and Dr. Verzanda have a little competition about if that's true or not. Victoria Seitz was my very first prof boss way back in 2014. The amazing part of that story is during the middle of my quarter, because we were on quarters then, she brought me into her office and fired me. But that's a long story. We don't have to go there. And it wasn't because of something I did. It was a budgetary thing. But she was my first professor boss, my first department chair. And now we work together as cohort on the college senior leadership team. So Dr. Seitz, all about marketing. If you have any questions about marketing, we also, which I probably should mention the program that's out in Palm Desert campus. Should I mention that program? Probably not.
Hospitality management program strictly for undergraduates, but there is engagement with that. But Dr. Seitz is helpful, very helpful with AMA, which is the American Marketing Association. There's a student chapter on campus. If you are in the marketing concentration, highly suggest you join that club. We'll count in your passport and we'll help you with a lot of networking opportunities all of our student clubs have industry speakers come in. They'll host different mixers, they'll host networking events, all kinds of things to get you engaged and involved with other professionals. So definitely make sure if you have questions about AMA, ask Dr. Seitz.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. Thank you for that, Kirsten. For all of you, if you're interested at all in what club might connect you within the Inland Empire to help you network, the AMA, that's the American Marketing Association, you can look them up online at AMAIE for Inland Empire, AMAIE. An amazing club. I served on their board of directors for a short period of time just prior to becoming MBA director. They are an awesome marketing group within the Inland Empire. If you want to get out and meet folks, especially if you're in marketing, you want to get connected with those folks. If you have any questions, you can ask me or Dr. Seitz. Next, please. And now we have Dr. Taewon Yang. Dr. Taewon Yang, if he were here, he would tell you that accounting and finance is an amazing department and you should be in it. He and I have a small disagreement about that, but for those of you who are engaged in accounting and finance, there is your department chair. He is a gentleman and a scholar and one of the nicest men I know at the college. Any questions or comments about accounting and finance, Dr. Taewon Yang? Anything else to add, Kirsten? Oh,
yes, they have an accounting department, the Beta Alpha Psi. If you're engaged in accounting, you like accounting, you want to work with accounting or finance, Beta Alpha Psi is hosting an upcoming event, Meet the Firms. There will be different accounting and finance firms coming for networking, internship opportunities, hiring, all kinds of things. The university and the college just posted something on their social media about it. So I'm sure that information was sent to your student account. I will again be including that to come out to you guys and resharing on our social media to make sure that you can take advantage of that. I have had many students hired on the spot because they're MBAs at these events. So definitely take advantage of that one for sure.
Yeah. If you are in accounting or finance in your program, you must attend the Meet the Firms and the Meet the Firms and
Government.
the government. Even if it's just to go and experience, it's a huge job fair. Those folks, like Kirsten said, are indeed looking for people to hire. You owe it to yourself. If you're serious about your degree and you want a new opportunity, you must attend these events, and they're free to you.
100% free.
Yeah, and they're lots of fun because we usually go and show up and just raise hell and have a good time. But that's another story. So next, please. Oh, and now we're down to the Q&A, and Kirsten Hansen will take it from here.
All right, everyone. So before our online students come back and join us, do we have any questions that are specific to this, specific to on-campus programs, specific to clubs and things like that? Because there is less engagement for the online students, and so we want to make sure that you're getting that. AMA, can we join for free or do we have to pay? Great question. So most student clubs will charge you a fee. It will be extremely small. So you'll be paying anywhere from $35 to $45 for your annual membership. You pay the student club instead of the $350, $400, sometimes $500 that it is to join as a professional, right? You get access to a lot of different materials. If you're like in SHRM, you get access to articles and the stuff on their website. You'll get cheaper admittance to different conferences and events. You'll get all of that stuff, and sometimes we can finagle you in if we want to do stuff like that. So definitely join. Very cheap, very reasonable to join those different clubs. Excellent question. Excellent question.
SHRM is another club that we have, the HR club.
Sure. So there is pretty much a club for any kind of engagement except for strictly management. The only one that's really management based would be like your MBA Student Ambassadors. We had a leadership club that kind of fizzled out, and so we're grooming our leaders now and that are interested in that with the MBA Student Ambassadors. And then if you're interested in human resources or any types of management positions like that, SHRM is also available. There is a Financial Management Association, FMA. Beta Alpha Psi is the accounting one. There is an Entrepreneurship club. There is Toastmasters. So all of us can work on our public speaking. So it's a muscle that you can continue to grow and hone and get better at every day. So Toastmasters is also available to you if you can't come to campus to do the meetings at those times. join the local Toastmasters. They're everywhere. They are somewhere that's near you. That fee for that club is the same as it is for the professional. So it's $45 every 6 months to join that club. So if you want to engage on campus, I would encourage you to. If you don't have the time to come, go engage in your local community. It's going to be better for networking probably anyways. Okay. Let's see. What is the process for joining the clubs? So their contact information is going to be available on our website and on the university website. Their contact information will also be available in your passport that is going to be coming out Monday. So you will email the club president, say, hey, I want to join. You show up to a meeting, whether it's Zoom or on campus or whatever, and you join the club. It's that simple. You pay the fee, you join the club. Most of the time there's a faculty advisor. If you're not getting hold of the club president, sometimes I know there's a weird transition at the beginning of the year sometimes. So we can definitely get you hooked up with whoever the faculty advisor is for that club to make sure that you are for sure getting engaged and involved. It's very easy.
Yeah.
Community service or event participation required? No. None of these supplemental things that I have discussed are required. So you don't have to do the passport. You don't have to do the service team. You don't have to do recruiting events or engagement events or speaker series or anything like that. You are going to be hurting yourself in the long run if you don't engage in these things, but it is not required. You don't have to do it. There's no box to check. What is required for graduation, your boot camps, your courses, your comp exam. So you need to do all of those and then file your grad check, and then you can do graduation. But community service or event participation, not required. All right, that was an excellent question. Though I do suggest,
if I may.
Yeah, yes, please.
Hi, everybody. So you talked about the Student Ambassador program. How do we apply for that? And is there like a training that goes on with it so that we're knowledgeable on everything or anything that someone asks us?
Yes. So, yes. You get to become my new best friend. No, I'm just kidding. So we do recruitment for that once a year or twice a year. So I just did my student engagement or my MBA Student Ambassador orientation last Saturday. Karan was there. So I do hold a short training. I do have a Teams drive so that you guys can go in and access that stuff and the orientation at any time. And so I will be recruiting again, and there is an application process. So that will come out to your student account probably towards the end of the fall semester. So around the end of November, Thanksgiving time, beginning of December, I will be sending an email out with an application process in there. So typically admission for that program, you're going to have your admin 60/10 and 60/20 done, which towards the end of the fall, you're practically done with it anyways, right? And then, you need to have your GPA a minimum of 3.0, and then you fill out the application, you submit a resume, one letter of recommendation, and then you have an interview with myself. And so really it's to see if it is the right fit for you, right? If this program is going to work with what's going on with you, what's going on with school, what's going on with all of those things. And then we hold the orientation afterwards, and then I am available to you at any time with any questions that you may have. Just don't abuse the privilege if you're selected into the program.
Question about boot camps, Kirsten. Where do we find boot camps and what do we do with them?
Boot camps are going to be located in your MBA Student Success Portal. If you do not have access to this in Blackboard, send an email to myself or DeLauren and we will get you enrolled in there. Everyone should be in there. But again, if you are not, check now instead of 6 weeks before graduation. Check now. It's going to be important to check now. So make sure that you're looking now. It's going to be there and it's going to be available to you right in those MBA Student Success Portals, along with previous orientations that we've recorded, this orientation, a copy of the passport. There's going to be other resources for you, early access to your portfolio information. So the syllabus for that portfolio course is posted there, so you can see exactly what you need to do. And you can do a lot of the assignments beforehand and turn them in when you're enrolled in the class. So it makes it really easy for you to do that stuff. Let's see, explain the boot camps, understand. So the difference between the boot camps and the courses. So you don't have to have a business degree to get this degree. right? There was no prerequisites to do. There's no requiring of you have to have a business administration degree to come into the program. Because of that, we enroll you in these boot camps. And so that is basically a mini business degree before you go and you get your master's in business. And so we're wanting to set you up for success. If you've been gone from school for a long time, if you have a degree that's outside of business, if you maybe didn't do that great in marketing or supply chain or accounting, right? These are refresher courses. I found them useful to myself because when I started my MBA, I'd been, I don't know, 4 years since I'd taken a supply chain class. And so it was helpful to me to get familiar with the terminology again, right? And so it's there set up for you to use to be successful. There's, not even exams in them sometimes. It's really just information to get you familiar with the types of coursework that you'll be dealing with when you're in the classes. Okay.
Everyone wants to know about the exam that you mentioned. Do we have exams? Are you kidding me? Really? There's an exam?
There's some small quizzes in the boot camps. And so, but it's not required in all of them. Some of them have boot camp, some of them have quizzes, some of them don't have quizzes. If you struggle with some of them, if you're having issues with them, you can retake it, right? You can take it, some of them up to 3 times. If you're really struggling with it at 3 times, we can go ahead and reset it for you, but you're going to want to make sure that you're maybe rereading that information because you were struggling with it so many times, right? It's to get you prepared to go into those classes. If you are referring to the comprehensive exam, that is done at the end. So it just says exam. I'm going to cover the comprehensive exam.
That's the one I think we're talking about.
So the comprehensive exam is going to be offered after you finish all of your essentials coursework. So after you finish your general ed, you can sit for your comprehensive exam. So you don't have to have all of your coursework done. You could still have electives left to take and sit for your comprehensive exam. Those questions are posted for you on our website. Make sure that you study them, right? Don't hurt yourself. We try and make it as easy for you as possible to pass. Without taking the exam for you because I already have my MBA. I don't want to get another one. Okay, so clarify, there's the material posted in the admin 992 course already. There should be material there. If it's not, let me know. So it's not the admin 992. It'll specifically be titled MBA Student Success Portal. That is what it's going to say for you. So if it's admin 992, it might not show up. If it's the MBA Student Success Portal and nothing is there, that's an issue. Send me an email. I will look into it further. No, there's no order to take your boot camps in. The suggestion that DeLorna and I typically go with is take the corresponding boot camp before you do the corresponding course, right? Finance boot camp before your finance class, accounting before your accounting class, supply chain before your supply chain. So that way you are prepared, the information is fresh, but you can go back and review it at any time. It is not like a one and done. It's always going to be there for you to take a look at. Yeah. If you can't find the MBA Student Success Portal, sometimes it is hard to find it if you are a previous USD student because there's going to be a ton of classes in there. Go ahead and try and search for MBA. Right? Or try and organize it differently in your course list to show by semesters that you're enrolled in. And so it'll put it at the top. Make sure you hit the star on the side of it so it'll always stay at the top for you so you can always find it easy the next time. All right, good questions. These are very typical questions and I'm very happy to answer all of them. Let's see the assessment. So the boot camps are going to be structured differently, similar but differently for each one that you're doing. So typically there'll be modules. So you'll finish a module and then you'll mark it as done, and then you'll continue into the next module until you complete the whole thing. Like I mentioned before, there are not always exams. So there could not be an exam until you finish maybe all 4 modules in one, or maybe there's a short quiz at the beginning of module 2 and there's not at module 3. So it just depends on which module you're looking at and which boot camp that you are looking at. But they are going to be found in each of those modules. So if there's not an assessment listed there, congratulations, there's no assessment listed there. You don't have to take a test. Mary, maybe we need to have a Zoom session. Send me an email and we can screen share and I can help you with that. Okay. We will be getting the other students joining us back very shortly to answer, to make sure that we're all getting the same information. At that time, let's see. So all of our other students are going to be joining us in 60 seconds, and then we will post some close-up stuff, allow you guys to have any other questions, and make sure that you get your prize at the end, right? I'll post it, you'll be able to get a prize at the end of it. This QR code will enable you to make an appointment with myself. If you need to do something for student engagement, or if you have questions about navigating the university or about student life, you can make a student engagement appointment with myself. You can use this QR code to make an appointment with DeLauren. But again, all of this stuff is found right on our website, csusb.edu/MBA. There's a button right there at the top to make an appointment with myself or with DeLauren. Sometimes Ernie, if he's too busy, then he'll just have to deal with me. But I'm better than Ernie anyway, so I'm more fun.
Don't believe that.
All right, so welcome back, everyone. I hope that the information that you guys had in that breakout session was informational. As I did mention, this QR code will help you with any appointments. I am going to go ahead and stop recording. So let's stop our recording. I want to thank everyone for joining us and making sure that that was excellent. So let's stop recording if I can find it. There it is.
While
Stop
you're
recording.